Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the show. It's another episode of the Fallen Fett Chronicles. I'm Ernie, your host, the Fallen Fett. Thank you guys so much for waiting, sticking around, and being here tonight for us to get started. Sorry we ran a little late. I literally was just waiting to move my car because I never have a chance to do that, and it's always a pain in the morning, so I'm sorry. So there we go. But let's just jump right into tonight's show. I'm going to bring on the guests, and then I'll shout everybody out as I bring the guests on, so I don't have them sitting there waiting. I'm fully back in. Here we go. Let's see who's here first. First up, is reported, we got the one and only Toy Box of Doom. What's up, Drew?
What's going on, everybody?
Here tonight. How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. Glad to be here.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Good. I had to have you come back, man, so we can do some toy talk, especially Transformers. So as long as you're here, let's bring on our other guest too. We got another friend in the house tonight. What's up? It's Chamba.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Thank you guys for being here again, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I was definitely want to get back into the swing of things, get stuff started. So thank you guys for being here. We got a lot of Transformers to go over, to go on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get right into that and like that. But let me say what's up to the Federation real quick. Everybody who's here, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and hit all so you don't miss a show every Wednesday night, sometime after 5:30. And let's see who's in the house. We already got let me get rid of this real quick. We got Loki. What's up? How you doing?
What's up?
Welcome. Who else we got? We got Lucky Butter. Pew pew. What's up? The Wrestling Hound is here. Thanks for showing up. Mikey, Arizona 200 Guild. Here I'm thinking I was late. Yeah, of course. Santo 1414. Toy Ren Sue is here. We got Marcus Yee. Christopher Colvin, what's up? Please go follow. Check out all his R2D2, his droid building stuff and everything. He's got great stuff going on over there. Ghost Dog, what's up? Is in the house. Who else do we got? We got Obi-Wan Chingones. Orale. Let's give him the proper one, huh?
Orale.
There you go. That's all for you. Michael's here. I have my Panda Express. Oh, I want some Panda now. Ready to procrastinate my work so I can watch Ernie. Thanks for being here. That sounds good because I'm starving too. What's up, babe? I literally just ran past her. Sorry. I literally did. I'm like, I already started the live. I gotta go. And we got Dario's in the house. What's up? How's work going, Dario? Thank you so much to Dario, who runs my stuff for me, for posting stuff and getting it out there and helping me with tonight's show. I appreciate you, Dario. I love you. I hope you're feeling well and you have a good night. Thanks. All right, guys. So what have you been up to lately? Drew, how you been?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Chamba and any of the Discord guys can tell you I've been going a little bonkers with the yen being such a low conversion rate.
Yes, he has. He's kind of
up a lot of grails and
he's going to town is what he's going.
If it's at 67, they're kind of forcing my hand the way I see it. So.
You're all, why not?
Yeah, I mean, because it's basically like everything is, over 30% off, basically, at least.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're like me and you're into imports, you're into things like masterpieces or monster arts or figure arts or Figmas or any of this kind of stuff, where you have Grayley type stuff that you want from Japan. Now is the perfect time to grab that stuff. So I've just been going to town on it.
Yeah, I need to look on my list and see what I want as far as masterpiece. I know there's some stuff, so I'm gonna have to see as well too. Yeah, I was Zoomy Fett right now. I literally ran out, threw the car in reverse, and then was out. That was it. And Chamba, I see you all the time, but for everybody who's only here to check you out, what have you got going on lately?
Same old. I mean, if you've seen me on Discord, if you see me at the podcast, and same old, really. I'm just here working, collecting also, obviously not buying, not going insane. It's like Drew right now, but I'm definitely making the most of the currency conversion because there are a couple of pieces that I've backtracked and just making the most of the current situation. It does suck, obviously, for Japan, in which case, but I know that they'll eventually bounce back as far as the currency conversion goes.
Right. So
Absolutely.
Has there been that Grail piece, Drew, that you've been able to grab? One of them?
Oh,
At
one.
least.
Drew's been going to town.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple of them here. This
Yeah.
one will probably strike some people's fancy. This is the Ava 1 Godzilla from SH Monster Arts.
That's not a
Nice.
transformer. No.
It's not a transformer, no.
No, that's great though.
A lot of the stuff I've been grabbing has been SH Monster Arts, Godzilla type stuff.
Yeah.
Batra.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a Heisei era monster. Very weird creature. It's basically just a giant like worm tail thing.
Kind of centipede looking. Yeah,
Yeah,
until you get to the
exactly.
front. Yeah.
Yeah. And like all of these jaw parts are all articulated, so you can like actually open the mouth
Oh,
like that.
I don't know
And then,
why,
like,
but that's always such a cool feature when you can do something with the mouth.
yeah, even these little mandibles, all
Yeah.
these bits are articulated. His little arms here. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh,
piece.
man.
Absolutely love it. Top tier. So yeah,
that
stuff
does.
like
That
that.
looks great.
Yeah.
How's the drawing of baby Ernie on Battle Cat with the Happy Meal coming?
I don't know if that's what was discussed. I definitely already drew the picture of the baby Ernie in the Star Wars style packaging. That was done
Yes.
right after the show, actually. But
Like immediately after the show.
Yeah,
but we're
like,
having problems with it, right?
trying to upload it, I think yeah, there were issues in regards to I think how it was tagged. Maybe.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody said so. I'm not sure if it's up there right now, but I'll have to look again later.
I don't think so. I've tried to
Yeah.
check. Like
I might
during
have
the
to
week, and
like.
I don't think
I think
so.
we might have to like re-upload it and then
Okay.
change the. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes because it's.
We'll have to
besides
remind Cheney.
It's not that necessarily. It's we asked them to update certain things, but then they're not the quickest in terms of getting back to us, and then oftentimes they can be a little bit vague, and that's why we weren't even sure what was wrong with it to begin with. So
All right.
yeah, we'll have to like look into that again, and we'll see if we can, if not delete it, then at least re-upload it.
Okay. So there's your baby Ernie news, guys.
Yeah.
Right there. It was done.
Maybe any update.
Yeah, it was done.
Yeah, it's been done. It's been done.
So I got in something recently. I got in my Magic Square. What is it? Light of Peace.
Light of Peace. Something like I think Light of Peace.
Yeah, I think so. And I already threw on the sticker. I do love this thing. Now, unfortunately, my smokestack came in broke. Chamba, it did.
Very
One of
common.
them.
It seems that's
Yes.
a very common thing.
Yeah, there is a way to replace it, but man, I got to bust out some of my old school tools because you need the really tiny punch, like for a watch,
Yeah.
to get the plug out, and then the smokestack comes out, and then you can put a new one in.
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it. I just put a little bit of glue on it for now, just for presentation wise, and left it like that.
How is it broken exactly? Like
it cracked.
Okay, so
Like,
is it one of those? Is it kind of like was it MP10 where you can kind of the smokestack goes up and down? Or
yes, you can pull it up and down. So when he's in
Okay.
truck mode, they come out further. So that's the problem. So that's where they're broken. You can switch it. So I just glued it back on and left it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this thing, so I get what everybody's been saying about the plastic feel of it. It's very light. It is so light. It's crazy.
It's
But-
kind of, to be honest, it's kind of a Magic Square plastic that they use.
Yeah. So to see it on here with this and everything,
Right.
though, there's no paint. It's all the color of the
It's- yeah.
plastics.
Right.
But the articulation is
I know.
amazing. And it's a big difference to the knockoff one. So this now feels heavy in my hand in the way that it is. Like this is a lot heavier, and you can really seriously see the difference in them, the build. And I don't know why, but I do feel that Magic Square is like on this build a little bit more
it's a great
cartoon accurate
Yeah, it's
with
a
it,
great one.
that little being that beefy.
I think that
beefy
like
look to it.
in regards to the whole cartoon accuracy, the issue that most of these companies will face, or in general, is that everyone sees them differently. So there's always going to be a slight preference to one or the other. Because if you look at all whether it's the official ones or it's the third party ones, you could all say they are 100% accurate.
Yeah.
But because of how it's interpreted and it's how you remember it, it's always going to come off a little bit different. So it's great that we've got all these options for it. The articulation on this thing, though, I'm like,
Yeah.
I
So
don't
do you
need
see it? It's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the leg piece is what I really wanted to show off real quick. So they have a mechanism inside it that moves the skirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that.
So see the skirt just went up with it, and that's how you can get there. And then you can bring it back
like a
down.
separate adjustment.
Correct. Yeah, you don't got to flip it up or the flap's going to stop you. It's connected to the joint inside, and the skirt moves up with it.
I forget which one does that.
And then you can bring it back.
Did that where it's kind
now
of
the back
attached to
one?
the hip.
Yeah, the back flips up, but you can still get.
Honestly, I don't
the
mind
way
the
back.
whole. I don't mind the whole flip up thing. It's not like it's gonna remove the articulation, if that makes sense. Sure, it's like playability.
Correct.
You don't have to think about it.
It looks very cool though.
It does look neat.
Like I've been messing with it so much, and it's just I think this is my favorite David now. I do like the look of the face on this one. Different than the other ones. That's all. So that's the only thing is we got different face plates with the other Masterpiece Primes right now, and this one is just a solid one, but that's it. So,
but I mean, do you really need a bunch of different face plates for Prime?
Correct, because I never changed it from the broken one that this one was here or anything. So
I mean, if they wanted to give a variation, you can give the old school toy one where it's got the black around the eyes and it's just yellow eyes.
Yeah.
I think I modded one of my I think I had like a spare MP10 head and I just modded the head of my MP10 with that.
Did that?
I'm like, well, might as well. It's like the old classic toy at that point.
Right. So if anybody was wondering like how it turned out, because I know we've talked about it before, I like it a lot. I haven't had a chance to talk to Adam because I know he purchased one as well too.
Right.
So I want to see what he thought
of
it.
Did Adam have originally though? Did he have?
He also got the KO. I didn't know if he had the original, but he also got this one as well.
He had MP10. He had the KO.
Yeah.
He's got this one now. Did he try out the Transform Element one?
I don't know. I don't know if he had that. I've never had the Element one either.
I don't have it, but a friend of mine had it, and I was able to handle it. It's pretty good.
I love that one. I love that.
Did you?
One.
It's pretty good.
Did you? Oh, you both like it too?
No. That's the one that I'm sticking with. Like I was having a conversation with Mario maybe like 2 weeks ago in regards to I was like on the fence on this new one that's out, obviously the one that you have.
Yeah.
And I was handling mine, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need this new one. This one does all the things that I need to. As amazingly articulated as this new Prime is, I'm not really going to pose him in those positions when I have him displayed.
Okay.
So I don't, as cool as it is, I don't need a new one just so that I can kind of remove this one from what I already have. This one does more than a job. So I'm seeing.
I'm a sucker for like, a new one. Oh, everybody likes it. Yeah, I want it too.
I'm resisting that at this point because I'm like, instead of just picking up something just to replace something I already have, I could use that money to just get something new that I don't. I'm enjoying that a lot more, I feel.
And what do you got there, Drew?
What, this guy here?
Yeah.
This is a Fans Toys. This is the Fans Toys Quietus, I believe his name is.
Cyclonus.
Yeah, it's Cyclonus. But this is probably my favorite third-party Masterpiece figure, favorite Fans Toys. It's just awesome. Like the articulation on it is fantastic.
It's one of the best.
The sculpt and paint, he looks incredible.
The paint job on that thing is phenomenal.
Yeah, the paint on it is great. He came with a bunch of swappable parts, so you can give him like that
IDW look,
kind of more samurai look from the IDW comic. Yeah.
So good.
So
I haven't swapped it out yet.
Great figure. No, I haven't done it either, actually.
Oh, you have him too, Chamba?
Yeah, I've got him over here. The reason why I haven't swapped it out to the samurai one is because this is the one that I loved as a kid. I loved like Cyclonus was one of my favorites from the movie. So when this came out, I was like, oh, this is an immediate get. But the samurai looks great, but I'm like, it's not my look for it. It's great that they added that as options. Though. I like that. I appreciate that
Absolutely.
for fans.
Yeah, I have him with the fans toys Galvatron, my HasLab Unicron, and the I think it's the MMC Scourge. I forget who made that thing.
I think it might be MMC. Did you pick up the classic toy version of Galvatron?
No, I only got the classic American toy version of Astro Train. That was the one of all of those like old school toy recolors that they did. Because
that classic Galvatron one is so tempting, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate it. I don't want it, but I kind of want it.
I loved the original Astro Train toy as a kid.
Yeah,
that was one of the ones I fiddled with most as a child. So like when I saw that they did a recolor, even though I have the cartoon accurate,
that's the same here. I have the movie accurate Galvatron, the fans toys one, but I'm like, once they showed that the toy accurate color, I was like, don't do this. Like, why are you doing this to me? Because
money.
I know, but like honestly, though, to be fair, if they showed that one first, I would have got that one instead.
Yeah,
I would have got that because that's the one that I had as a kid. That's the whole nostalgia kicking in, you know. That's stronger for me. But I'm tempted. I'll be honest, I'm still tempted.
See, and that's the decision I have to make when I'm collecting is do I want the toy ones or do I want cartoon ones?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so I've kind of stuck just to cartoon. So I could pass on that, but I do want that one. I haven't got that one yet. So I'm waiting
You
to
should
see.
get Quietus. Quietus is
okay.
Yeah. Hands down one of the better fans
toys for sure.
Yeah.
There's a couple of STF fans toys.
To.
That one is easily there.
Yeah. And then I know I want the Astro Train version, but I might try and find one of those third-party ones. Because
fourth party.
That they did fourth party. Yes. The fourth party one.
The KO fans toys ones. Yeah.
Because that's the only problem with fans toys they're so freaking expensive. So
you gotta get in early. To be fair though, like the quality is
expensive. It is. So that will be my next topic to go over with you guys, because here I show this off like so much, right? And I love, let me go back here. I love Soundwave. Like that's my go-to. And this Robot Paradise, which is a fans toy Soundwave, is legit, man. It is everything to me. And it's so heavy. It's built great. I just threw on my little tempo right there, and
I haven't thrown in the faction logo yet.
Yeah, and I love it. But then that was what? Was that like $250, almost $300, right?
I actually didn't pay a lot for this. For some reason, my Australian distributor got it for fairly cheap. So I was fortunate enough to get it quite low. Yeah.
Drew, do you have that one yet or no?
I do, and I actually got the pack of the cassettes to go with it too, because
that's what I was.
I needed to have Laserbeak, and
I don't have the cassettes because I'm like, where am I gonna? Like right now, the cassette is in him, so I'm like, I'm good.
See, but I'm like Drew.
To be
this
fair,
you had to order separate.
Drew is a Decepticon collector, so he kind of needs.
I am too. Like that's my majority.
I'll get I'll get a variety.
That's like my majority, and so like Drew, I had to, but this was another $100.
Yeah. And this is the thing that the Chamba and I talked about when the pre-orders for that went up. Like the fact that they didn't include Laserbeak in the initial package and put him in the extra pack, like they knew what they were doing with that.
Of course, sure. It's all part of selling. It's all part of
selling
it, man.
Yeah, of course, because Laserbeak is such an integral, part of that character.
If he came with Laserbeak, no one would buy the cassette pack.
Yeah,
not really. Like people will, because they've got.
I still would have.
Right. Yeah, I still would have.
I still would have.
It won't be the same.
There's Laserbeak, and you know what? He's nothing special. I don't know how you feel, Drew, but
it's Laserbeak. What can you do with him? That's the
they
thing.
feel way better than the official Masterpiece ones.
They do, but as I hold it and I have these, right, and I have these, I'm like, was this $100? That's why. That's what I mean. Nothing special in that sense. So
then you have this one, Ernie.
Okay, and then so this now is a fourth party who came out, and for only 130, not the 250, you can get this, and it's coming with cassettes. That's what makes me so pissed off.
To be fair though, I would love to like handle this and like next to this one.
Yes.
Usually there is going to be quite a difference as far as how the feel of it is. Like if you go on just aesthetics, it's a copy. So aesthetically, it'll be the same as this thing here, the Robot Paradise.
Correct.
But as far as the feel in hand, that's when you're like, oh, okay, this, I get why this is 130 and why this one is obviously more.
And
But,
that's
yeah,
that's like my
if you're-
second reason for ordering it.
Right.
Is because of that. I do. And to me, I don't know how you guys do it, but if I get a KO, another version of something else, a fourth party, then I'm using that to play with and to mess around with. Now this is going to go like, I'm going to leave him in one pose, the Robot Paradise one, the fans toys, and I'll put him up with my Megatron and
that's
like
the one
that.
that you'll just fiddle with, right?
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
But I want to see how it is. This is going to be the same thing. I really, because this mother is so heavy.
Oh,
Like,
like, to be
yeah.
fair, most fans toys are though. That's the thing.
Yes. Yeah. Because like I say, I know they're expensive, but you know what you're getting, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
What's up? Some more people have joined in. What's up to Toy Migos? Josh is here. We got Astonishing News and Reviews. How's it going? 796
guys.
Studios.
What
What's up? Yoko's here.
What's up, Yoko?
They're saying
Welcome.
hi to each other. Hi. All right.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's
Very
what we
nice of
got.
them. Mhm.
So I was excited that this came up because to me, I do like down the way buying two masterpieces because somehow, some way, mine have always broke.
Mhm.
If it fell, if it's something, that piece gets cracked, something gets knocked loose, a leg becomes really loose, like I already have like my backup is what I kind of feel on special ones.
I think the only one that has broken on me is one that arrived broken when I bought it, and that was the here I can pull it off the shelf here.
Yeah. See, in mine, when I've had it from the kids running around to myself trying to clean, I've snagged it or anything, it's broke, you know?
The Black Rodimus, the
Mhm.
Decepticon version of Hot Rod.
Yeah.
The knees on this thing are terrible. They're made of this like super brittle plastic. You can see this this bit here, that little joint there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, that came broken, so I actually found a guy who made these parts. So one of these, I forget which one, is.
Oh, he did a great job.
Yeah, you can see that the color's a little bit off, but it's
Mhm.
pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it came broken. So that's the only one that broke on me. But that's a common problem with this figure. This masterpiece,
Yeah.
Rodimus Prime. This is a very fragile figure,
Yeah.
but I do enjoy it regardless.
Some of the Takara plastic is like that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is. And they're supposed to be the legit one, right? And that's why sometimes
they are because it's their
KOs.
company. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the official one. So technically, they are still the legit ones.
So that's why I usually pick up these cheaper ones if I already have it, because then I'm messing with that one the whole time. It's like Damien was saying, is I kind of don't mind if something happens to that KO one. It's not that you expect it, but still like, oh, okay, I'll mess with it. And I would try to put that back together more than I would the Fans Toys one. Other than that, then I'm writing I'm going to mess something else up, right?
Mhm.
So that's the reason behind it. But if you guys are looking, I love this Soundwave. Hopefully by next week, this should be here to me, and then I'll let you guys know.
Out?
Yes, yeah. Oh,
He's-
and then Chamba, they don't show. We didn't get a picture of the box. It's literally called Sound Waves with an S.
Nice.
Yeah, the box is
Nice.
black and it says
I dig
Sound
that.
Waves.
I did.
Right?
You know what?
Yeah.
It should have been a Z or Z in the
Yes.
end of it. Because
Yeah.
it's cool, right? It's cool. I have to say
So they didn't even give a crap. They just
No.
called it Sound Waves.
well, at this
yeah.
point, it's like it's a KO.
Here you
of
go.
a third party. It's illegal of illegal. So this one's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Now, here's what Fans Toys is doing, though. We got into this a little bit in our last talk, and it did happen where if you're a distributor of Fans Toys and you start selling the fourth party of their own version of that, they're going to stop selling to you, and that's what people have done.
I
So
think it's fine. That's
I
fair.
got this from another site, not my usual, because ShowZ didn't do that. So this one, I had to go search and find it. And then like the Astro Train that I was talking about, I need to find that. So I just haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet because they don't have Blitzwing to match yet.
No.
I know there was a Blitzwing that went on sale like last month for 100 and people were using that, but I can't remember which one it is, but one of them is way larger than the other. Do any of you guys have that one or no?
I don't do Blitz. He's I mean, if anybody's going to have it, Drew might because it's a Decepticon, but I don't think there's been.
You don't have that one, Drew?
That's solid yet. I know there's been. Was it Blitzway? No, was it KFC that did one, right?
The Ditka,
Yeah.
I think it's called.
Ditka, yeah.
Yeah, that thing is not good.
Yeah, that's why I think people are just waiting for like a Fans Toys at this point to make one or whatever their name is, whatever the offshoot name that they're going to use now because they've got a couple it seems these days.
I learned not to settle with Masterpiece because of one figure that I can also grab off the shelf here real quick.
Okay. So thank you, Dario, so much, man. I appreciate it.
This one.
So here's what I was showing. Which one's that one? Let me get Drew up real quick.
Octane. I think this is
okay.
KFC's Octane. This one sucks. This is a crappy Masterpiece figure. It's not good.
Okay.
I don't like it.
It's
so see, I'm not worried.
Scale, not in actual.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about Octane, but I do want Blitzwing and Astro Train for my nostalgia self of the toys because I had them in as a kid. And they were probably my most favorite to play with as a triple changer.
I think just
I was
wait at this
always
point.
changing them. Yeah.
There's no point in like settling for whatever's out because it's actually not.
Those sales though get me though. When they're like,
because you're gonna get in head, you're like, oh no, the sale was good, but this piece is
Okay, so here we have what I was just showing, the Light of Peace, the Magic Square. This is a third party. Prices are everywhere on this, so kind of shop around for it. But
it's tempting still. It's tempting, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Here are some shots of the articulation that he can do, which is very true.
Stop tempting.
No.
That looks pretty
There's
good.
that look. It is.
Look at that. That's ridiculous.
I've done them all to make sure, and I'm like, okay, I love it. There's little David right there.
Mm-hmm. David Jr.
So it looks like he has individually articulated fingers. Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Love that.
Yes, he does. Yeah, it's a great point, and they're very nicely well done. They weren't loose. I didn't have a super stiff one because you know how we run into that sometimes. So
KFC is known for that. Actually, they're really not great.
It's food talk. We can a little bit later, Nick, if we're hungry.
Maybe
I'm hungry. I know Chamba just ate.
It was barely anything. I might have lunch after this.
Yeah, I say get it. I like it. I'd have to sell. Yeah,
don't let him talk you into it.
I would say Mario. if he's selling that one to get this one, then yes.
Definitely go for it.
Then do it. Yeah, for sure.
I think that's why, like in my case,
it.
I don't sell pieces, and if I were to sell it, then sure. But at this point, my price.
Speaking of, if you're here and you're wondering how can I get into Masterpiece Transformers, I got a ton of them that I could sell you. So just let me know. I really need to start breaking down this collection, and I don't know about you guys.
The ones that you really want, right?
Yes. Yeah. Have you sold any of yours off, Drew, before?
They're not for sale.
No.
I've had when I started, I set out with a specific goal in mind, and that was to complete the roster of Decepticon characters from the original G1 series, from the first 4 seasons. And I am so close to doing it that I mean, the one thing holding me back is kind of this. He'll be the ambassador for it. Is the the Stunticons, the Fan Toys Stunticons, which I've been waiting on the last one.
That's what I was gonna say because it's taking so long.
They're gonna.
Yeah,
it's got to come eventually, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
they're gonna, because I mean the last TFCon they showed off the final, the area bots, right? So
yeah.
it's gonna be an eventual thing. I think the problem was that they were making 2 combiners at the same time, and just staggering the release. So after they get that one actually out, they'll actually show the final piece to make your
out of your combiners, Drew, and because there's so many out there of the Constructicons, do you have a definitive piece now that like, okay, this is my go-to one
for the Constructicon specifically?
Yes.
Yeah,
because everybody's always doing that.
The man, I'm blanking
Toy World
on the name of it. Which one?
Was it the Toy World one?
Yes, it's the perfect edition Toy World. It's like a limited edition of 300 or something, where they fixed all the little QC issues and little things about it that bothered people, and they put out this limited perfect edition. And that's the one that I have, and it's, I mean, I'll never need another Devastator.
That's your Devastator.
That one's beautiful.
Yeah,
I bought one of the one that was going around last time, and I still to this day, because I was right before moving, put it together yet. So I need to. Yeah, it's sitting there. But like I said, I have so many of everything else. That's why I need to get rid of stuff.
What's awesome about that perfect edition is that it, unlike the other versions of that set, it actually comes in combine mode. So all you have to do is kind of like peg it together instead of transforming it from, you know, bot to vehicle to combiner and then putting it together. It's already in, you know, transformed combiner mode. So you just peg the pieces together. It's awesome.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. Man, Obi-Wan, I'm with you. And like Chamba, how Chamba has to stay away from stuff, I have stayed away from Voltron. And I don't know how I've done it because there's been so many, like, I'm like, oh, that's it. I need to get that. Oh, that's the Voltron. I need to get that one. And I've stayed away because everybody keeps doing it. I'm still waiting for somebody to be like, oh, yeah, this is it. This is the one that you need. You know what I mean? I know everybody says that about them, but as soon as the next company makes the new Voltron, it is it. They're like, oh, this is it.
At this point, either get the 301, or if you want to spend more money, go get the Blitzway one. Oh,
the Blitzwing,
Drew.
The Blitzwing that just came out.
Yeah. It's like $700, but it's gnarly.
It's kind of like the perfect version of it. Also unrelated right now, Drew, I've got a question regarding Gigan. Did they ever make the Monster Arts 1972 version?
No.
They did now.
You're kidding me.
They just showed it off.
On what?
Instamashi showed off, because there's an event in like 15 days. They showed off the 1972 Gigan.
Drew's going to go crazy right now.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. And they also showed off the Solar Chogokin Kiryu.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That is awesome, man.
The Transformers. Apologies for that.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
We got to break all news here.
Yeah. As far as Voltron, there's the 2 options, which is the Blitzway one, which is it's a larger piece, but it's obviously more expensive. The one that's coming out is, I think, almost like half the cost of it. The 301, which essentially does what the Blitzway one does at a slightly smaller scale. And honestly, like 3.0's products are just kind of some of the best as far as like.
What price point are you looking at the 3.0 one though?
I think the 3.0 one was like $299.
3.0 in general, and this is the thing that me and Chamba and our friend Joseph Joe Kerr in the Discord have talked about quite a bit, is how 3.0 crushes it as far as bang for your buck goes with their offerings. So like it's still going to be an expensive piece because it's like the 5 masterpiece style lions, but like the value is going to be insane with that set. And I'm glad they've announced
it was $299.
$299.
$299. Right.
I'm glad that they're doing it because it gives me an excuse not to try to acquire that Blitzway one. And the smaller scale is good too.
It's also not like super small. It's like 10.6 inches tall.
Yeah. That's perfect. The other one's 15,
It's like a full masterpiece robot.
Correct.
size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is what I would be down with to display.
Not just that, it's easier to handle. That's kind of the thing about it.
Yeah.
Like when I notice is if it's too large of a piece, you're like, this is annoying.
I feel those large ones is because you're a Voltron collector.
Oh, no
Like-
doubt. That's
Like
a
you have
display
to
piece
have it. You
without
know
a
what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Mhm.
then, and probably in lion form as well, you know, because they're so
a good point.
large.
But also with the Blitzway one, they have a really cool display base. So
Uh-huh.
that to display them as their lion forms, they each have like an individual stand. And it really
Okay.
looks like if obviously you were just a massive Voltron guy. Blitzway
Yes.
one, I would have as the lions. 3-0, I would have as the Voltron, you know,
Okay.
the combined.
All
form.
right.
Yeah.
See, and that's a good point.
Yeah.
So maybe I might have to try to find a way to get that.
The 3-0 one, I would say that it's probably the way to go as far
Yeah.
as just the Voltron. Because as far as the Voltron piece, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah. That's my only reason why is I've had to stay away from Voltron because I feel I would keep buying the next and the next.
Mm-hmm,
You know? So that's my only thing. So with this one here, speaking of what I have a lot of is I have a ton of seekers, like so many seekers. I couldn't, Drew, I don't know about you. I couldn't stay away from buying seekers all the time. If somebody else put it out, I was getting it to try it. And for so long, we had our MP11 mold, which everybody was using. Then I stumbled onto BB7 Yes model version, and I had everything. I had the seekers, and I had the cone heads, which they did them all. Then they were supposed to drop these three. These are my Grail pieces.
These are the
the
Makato's, right?
Yeah, yes, these ones that I'm showing here.
Yeah, you're referring to the Yes model one, though, right?
Yes, the version of the background characters. And what these are, the different colors in the cartoon that would show up with the Seekers, with Skywarp, Thundercracker, and like that. The fans were the ones. Right? Yes, the fans were the ones who made up their names. And then all of a sudden, Sunstorm and
Storm.
Acid
Rain.
Sunstorm and Acid Rain were the only ones that got officially made by Hasbro Takara. Right. And then all of a sudden, the other three, the lighter yellow, the light blue, and a light purple, then those all have different names that everybody puts them under. But it's like, what is it?
The light
can you
blue
remember?
I know is Ion Storm.
Yes, right. And then there was a Transformers con where Hasbro released them in the small form, and I missed it. I kept missing them on eBay. I missed them. It was at a Pasadena show, and that was the only way to get them. They didn't even have them like boxed or anything. They came in baggies. Like that's the whole way that they made them. Yeah, but at that time, then if you collected the little like 4 to 5 inch Transformers, you had all the Seekers because they did the cone heads and then those, and it was amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I never was able to get those. So then now Masterpiece form, BB7 Yes model says that they're going to do it, and they never released them because I don't know if they were part of that raid where the cops went in and were busting the knockoff groups, because I think they were.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
A lot of companies went under because of that.
Yeah, places still have my deposit on them. Like I have to go search, and I saw it the other day, and I was like, oh no. So then now I'm on to another one. That's why I'm saying if you're looking for a Seeker, I definitely have whatever you're looking for. But as we talked about before, right, Drew, now I'm on to deformation.
Yeah.
And I like these. I do. But we haven't heard nothing about Coneheads or these ones. And then the last con that just went on is this, like Chamba was saying, was the Make Toys ones. And these are 160 a piece. And I don't have any of these ones. I don't like the kibble in the back of these ones.
I don't like the head sculpts, I'll be honest.
But this is what I'm talking about.
Here they are. The head sculpts for them.
Really?
Yeah. It's they're like, I don't know, it's almost like the faces that's generic. They don't have a lot of character.
Okay.
The deformation one is really good. Sculpted really well. You know, there's a lot of character in the faces. And just the sculpt in general, the head looks good.
So
Yeah,
I would.
They look good.
They
look great.
do, but you should see the back. That's why they don't have
Oh,
pictures
yeah.
of the back. Transformed.
It's loaded.
I
It's
agree with Chamba about the face. They don't have as much personality as the different
Exactly.
Space ones.
it's really bad. I mean, this looks great.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
not
that
even
one's
with the back
beautiful.
adapter.
Nope.
So
That's just right out the box. That's crazy good.
it is. So I'm hoping that they do,
Right. Yeah.
come out with these colors. And they did. So the names here are Nova Swarm, Ion Swarm, and Cyclone.
Yeah.
I mean, they could. There's still time for them to do that. Especially they
Yeah.
have the mold already. I'm surprised that they haven't just like tapped into it.
That would be my dream
Mm.
because what's up to JD and Kev? What's up,
Hello.
Kev?
Welcome.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation, man. Hopefully on the next one we'll get to meet up. So these are my Grail pieces that I've never ever been able to acquire. One, because I couldn't get the Hasbro ones, and then two, I thought I was finally going to get them with BB7 Yes model, and then they never came out. And then I saw this, and I was like, oh, it's the wrong company, and I can't make that call to spend 160 a piece on these. I would know like 2 weeks later, and then I'd see the pre-order for Deformation come up, and I'd be like, oh no. But this is my Transformers Grail piece, are these three right here, these background characters that I've never been able to get ever.
The purple
And
one looks great.
I don't have, I know that's my favorite.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything Make Toys. Do you guys to know their quality?
I've handled it. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I think at one point they were kind of like, for me, they were like second to Fans Toys.
Okay.
Fans Toys is
Really?
kind of, Fans Toys is kind of the top tier.
Yeah. Those Make Toy Seekers, I know were I don't have them, but I know there were a lot of people's like
made of mine.
like I don't need any other Seekers.
Yep.
Figures up until the Deformation Space came out.
A lot of people did still prefer the Make Toys, the Market Toys one, because
I saw that.
Yeah, it's got more. While the faces don't have as much personality, the bodies they felt more, I guess, tough. If that made sense.
Okay.
Like, people saw like there was a bit more bulk, there's more edge to it, and that's what people preferred. But I mean, Deformation Space one, it's good.
Even if I made the decision to get those, I believe that those are taller, right?
Yes, they're a little bit taller.
Right. So it would.
A little bit.
I couldn't even fudge it next to this collection and be like, oh, okay, well, I got them, but
I don't know. Like, I'm actually.
it's a maybe.
I don't have issues with certain characters, even if they're supposed to be the same mold, for example, to be different height, because you're not the same guy. In my mind, I'm just like, yeah, I get it. I think it's actually cooler to have like Seekers from different companies making them, almost just so that they're given more character in that sense, and not just I'm not just picking up a clone in a recolor, for example.
Okay, I get what
You
you're
know
saying.
what I mean?
So
Kind
there
of
is
like
a
how
little bit
people
something
mix up
different.
like official and third parties in general. They're all from different companies, so they all have different personalities. In which case, like slightly different designs because of those companies.
Okay.
It kind of helps, I think.
Like I know a lot of people use that that famous Sunbow chart as like the scaling reference for the most part, but at the same time, like I think it's good to remember that at least in the case of Transformers and other cartoons of that time, that there were so many sometimes bonkers animation inconsistencies in terms of scaling, in terms of color, and all kinds of stuff that was kind of all over the place for a lot of those shows. So there's some breathing room there.
Okay. Yeah. And for those in the chat, if yours is too, like you collect the Transformers, what has been your Grail piece that you're missing, or your I wish it was made type thing? Because that's mine. Now that I've had this sound wave, and I love the way this sound wave is, and now I have this good looking Prime. I like the last Megatron, so I've been happy with Megatron. And I like the Ocular Max tapes, the larger versions. I like those. So that suited me well. And then I feel, as far as anybody else, like Insecticon wise, or who who else? Smaller ones like that. Like it really, I can go for whoever because it's so small. Like it's just a great looking character to me like that.
If you're not someone like me who like needs the Fans Toys ones, the MMC Insecticons, like they made like a 3-pack that I think it retailed for like $130, and I know TF Source had it on sale for a long time for $100. I don't know what it's going for now, but that MMC set of Insecticons, aside from the Fans Toys, I'd say that might be the best set, and it's probably the best one as far as bang for your buck goes.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones are good too. Yeah.
So I couldn't get the MMC ones, so I just went with these because this was the next ones.
It's nice to have options, and I think that's a good part.
And I got to display them though, so
because then it's like options and then preferences as like far as design goes.
Yeah,
it's like I lean more to this design over that, and it's not even about the price. Like even if you have all the options available, it's like I'll still pick that one just because I like aesthetically that one the most.
Yeah, for sure. Although the Insecticons, just they did reissue them, which brought it down, but the aftermarket on those for a long time was bonkers.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
especially that tune-colored bombshell with the gray chest. Forget it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's true. There's been so many where the prices go so high, and then if you catch them right, they can go low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, and ones that you wouldn't guess, like Lupus, the Fans Toys Lupus went through the roof in aftermarket value, and no one wanted that thing because it's a weird character that barely did anything in season.
Because they didn't make a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's
crazy. Yeah. Once they started doing, once they did Dracula, the Mind Wipe, and announced the Chomp, then it was like, oh, okay, we're getting all the headmasters, we're getting the full team. I want to backtrack and get that Lupus. So
it's like, oh wait, it's that much?
Yeah, it was
$500
for a long time.
Yeah, that hurts.
And then next up, we have the Machine Robo, which is basically GoBots.
Machine Robot. Yeah, it's good. It's GoBots.
Right. Yeah. How do you guys feel about this?
I love it.
I remember these as being not Transformers, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's cool that it exists. I'm not like upset about it or anything. It's just not really a get for me. It's just kind of a funny like, oh yeah, I remember this. But
we've gotten a couple of third party. I actually have like a really early third party one of it. It's in a bike mode.
Oh, you do have one, really?
No, this is like an old. I forget which company made this. To be honest, like it's fun. It's kind
one of the first ones. Yeah, I remember.
It's a little cheap, but honestly, it's like it fits 112 guys.
I remember that. Yes,
I could sit at 112. Let me grab. Here we go. Here's a body cone. So it's a 112 motorcycle.
That's
essentially.
Legit.
Yeah. It transforms garbage. It doesn't hold well in robot mode, which is why I have it in motorcycle mode. But yeah, as far through the past couple of years, I think they've been releasing a couple of obviously versions of this guy. This is an official one. Was it Fans Toys that did the Junkions?
Yeah, wasn't it?
There was other
3
companies that did Junkions, though, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to say MMC, but I'm not positive. Or KFC, or KFC did them.
One of them
set of 5.
did a recolor of it to look like this one right here. So that's what I mean. Like, there's obviously these are popular enough. It's a niche, but it's popular enough to get various third-party action figures. But yeah, this is an official one. This one's tempting. I'll be honest.
Well, to me, for $33,
yeah, it's a smaller piece.
That's a figure, correct? Yeah,
it's a smaller piece. It's about what 13. It's just a little over 5 inches tall.
But to me, to say like, kind of like in that GoBot feel.
Oh yeah,
GoBots were always smaller, So
I love this. I'm legit tempted for this.
Yeah.
Bike mode looks great.
I mean, it's cool for people who are into it. It's just it doesn't evoke enough of a I need to go down that rabbit hole for me. But I mean, I do remember it. It's just I know it was kind of the other robot show that fell by the wayside of the Transformers success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go.
So are you, Drew? Are you in on this?
I am. I back this pretty much immediately. They already did the Star Saber campaign, which was very successful.
It's shipping out this year.
Yeah, and for those who don't know what this is, basically after season 3 and season 4 of the original cartoon were not successful, Japan basically got the rights to the franchise and kind of started doing their own anime series based on these characters and expanding on them. And so these are our primary characters from I believe that Victory Saber is the name. So I haven't seen this whole anime. I've seen bits of it, but these are awesome looking characters. I know some other third party versions exist of Deathsaurus, but I'm in for this one for sure. It looks awesome.
That's cool. And did you get the Star Saber one?
I didn't get the Star Saber because he's an Autobot. I only do the Decepticons.
So it was an easy pass then, just for that reason, huh?
Yeah. I haven't checked on the status of this campaign. Last I checked, I think it was at like 5,000 backers already. It's doing pretty well.
I haven't looked yet, but I know it went off pretty quick.
It's gonna get backed.
Oh yeah, I believe so too. What's up, Ben? Yeah, they just were talking about that earlier. Who did you find, Chamba?
Gigan. I sent you a link.
Oh yeah, Gigan.
On Instagram if you want to bring that up.
Okay.
It's also on the Discord right now, but that's exciting. 1972 Gigan. I don't need it. I'm probably gonna buy it. To be fair, though, I would love the new Gigan from that short that they're gonna release.
Yeah.
That design.
Also, the fact that they're doing a classic Gigan makes me wonder: are they going to do Megalon or classic Jet Jaguar? Because
I'm all about Jet Jaguar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. As far as the backers go, they're about 5,622 right now.
And we need how many?
We need 11,000, but there's 40 days. 11. To go.
There we go. 11,000 with 40. Yeah, it's going to
get back.
I'm not doing this one because I don't know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
The reason why it'll get back though is because it's a counterpart to the one that already got backed, to Star Saber.
Correct.
So
right.
It's almost a given at this point. And kind of like with Star Saber when they first showed it off, it was just all grayscale like this thing. But as the campaign kept going, they showed the colors, they showed more photos of it. It just looked awesome. So yeah, I'm really happy for everyone that actually wanted this. The Star Saber, they showed it off at the London Comic-Con recently and it looked awesome. So
yeah.
Good stuff.
Now, another thing on my list is that I wish we had, like you showed earlier, I wish there was more Masterpiece Shattered Glass versions.
Yeah.
I wish even a fourth party would do that, just in the colors. Like that.
Official ones could just, if they really wanted to.
I know.
If it's like a con exclusive, you know what I mean? Like, or a Hasbro or whatever exclusive, have at it.
I would just want this. I mean, the one that I'm after as a regular one is the black and purple Jetfire one. I've always wanted that one, and I missed that one. So I would even take that last version that came out. But this, I just want to bring this up because I think these are always cool when they do the Shattered Glass version. Yeah. So I don't know why they've never done that because, like you're saying, I mean, it's just a quick, easy repaint. So then do a couple, you know.
Again, like a con exclusive. 3-0 did one of the movie Soundwave, the Shattered Glass exclusive. Like, that's an official release, technically. You know what I mean? It's a licensed. But they did a Shattered Glass version of their Soundwave for, I think, one of the Asian one. It was like an Asian convention. But do something like that. Release it as an exclusive.
Correct. Right. So, do you guys get any of these ones? Any of the Hasbro small ones or Legends or anything like that?
They're cool.
Very rarely. Like I will get them to tick the box on certain specific characters. Like I got the Alicons to go with my my third party Quintesson Judge. You know, things like that. I generally don't go with the smaller scale, like legend scale stuff and all that. Like the chug stuff usually generally doesn't really do it for me. But I mean, it's cool. I'm not angry it exists or anything. This is funny. I got a friend who will love this.
This is what I want to show next. The Holiday Prime.
Yeah.
So I love it. The only Prime I'm missing is that stupid Ghostbusters one from the MP10. I never had it. Dude, yeah, I never had a chance. And every time that I order the KO version, it always gets canceled. Like I'll try, and then all of a sudden it's like canceled. And they even send my money back. So it's like I don't know if they just didn't take it down, but it does pop up every so often on eBay. And I'm like, oh, there's a Ghostbusters one. I need to get that. Then I saw this and I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool looking. This is funny. I mean, this is almost, they haven't done this in a while. I would say since the Pepsi version of Prime. They usually don't do this. And I have that Pepsi version. Do you remember when they did that?
Are usually lots of fun. I know that they did the Masterpiece 7-Eleven one. That's hysterical. This is fun.
Yeah. Oh, the 7-Eleven one. I passed on that,
yeah.
and I shouldn't have. Yeah. So this is cool. I like it only because it's different from the other stuff that we have. The look of it. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's coming out of the back of the trailer either. I know. Like, why did you do that? Because look at it, it's not in the box art.
No,
but it's there on the transformation.
Like, who put that candy cane there?
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh.
So you could see it's got to be the gun, right? I mean, that's what he's holding right there.
Yeah, it's his cannon. That's an awkward position to be in.
I know. I don't get it. But like this is definitely a Holiday Prime right here. Like if he's in a Santa suit or something.
I'm surprised they didn't turn his helmet red. They just kept it blue.
Yeah.
So
but look at, they went all white with the trailer. That's like just
wow.
Throwing it with this.
They went so cheap with the trailer. It's like don't paint the inside.
I do like the Santa Claus hat.
I do like
on the symbol.
That's good.
That's great.
I do like
lots of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun. Yeah.
So this is something that I don't know. If I saw it and it went on sale, then I might have to grab it, like for cheap, just to have it. It's not something out of the gate though. I'm gonna go get.
Have they done other holidays like say Halloween and stuff?
No, not yet. That's the first coming out as holiday. Kind of like what they're doing with the Star Wars figures.
Right. I was like, it kind of makes sense, right? That's a Hasbro thing where it's like, yeah, let's just do something for the holidays. What
they're doing now?
Yeah.
Correct. Right.
We own Transformers, might as well, right?
Yeah. That's how I see it. But then I think they should keep it going across the board of everything, like next some Power Ranger ones.
Like a Christmas Zord.
Yeah. Some Ghostbusters with Christmas hats or something,
I wonder if they still have the actual Ghostbusters license.
The Dracula one. I have the Dracula one.
Okay.
Yeah. It was that. Yeah, I guess that was a Halloween one.
I suppose. It fits.
Was that
Halloween,
last year? Yeah. I don't remember when it came out. I just knew it was different, so I had to grab it. So I do have that one. I remember that one. All right. What else is there? Any other news, Drew? That you know of? Or
Transformers wise?
Yeah.
Not that comes to mind.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick.
Big news, I think.
David was a big one. To me, there was a couple of stuff that they showed off at the TFCon. That's where they showed off the fully, I guess, the complete aerial bots from Fans Toys. They showed off, what was that? I forgot. It's a new name Fans Toys is using for their Ultra Magnus. They're doing a combined form Ultra Magnus where he'll come with the, Ultra Magnus is like a white version of Prime.
Correct.
And then he puts the armor on and then he becomes the larger Ultra Magnus. Well, Fans Toys offshoot company, they're doing that in Masterpiece scale. And they showed off renders and it looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm like, I gotta resist.
I'm trying to bring this up for
I don't
you
need
guys
it.
real quick.
Looks great though. Looks great. But those were the standout ones, at least, that I can think of. If you can't find the link, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, go ahead and try and send me one.
Give me one
like
second.
Drew did here in the
There he is.
in Instagram.
There's my boy.
Ooh.
So here, I'll bring this up for the people in the chat and you
So,
guys.
That's a breaking news,
for-
man.
For the people who don't know what this is a very weird villain from the Showa era of Godzilla films, which existed from 1954 to 1975. Any of the Godzilla films that came out during that period are considered Showa films. This is the Showa era Gigan. We've previously gotten the Final Wars Millennium Edition Gigan, which got a re-release recently. Chamba and I both picked that up from Global Freaks for a really good price. It's a really good retailer. You guys who are into imports should check them out.
Based in Spain.
Yeah,
A lot of Dragon Ball stuff. They're really good prices for Bandai Tamashii Nations things.
All that stuff. So
it's a little later, so it's almost like the same release as, say, BBTS as far as dates go.
Yeah.
But really, really cheap.
Great prices. But this is very exciting. As we kind of mentioned before, there are a couple other characters that are associated with this
Jet
guy.
Jaguar, come on.
Jet Jaguar, the original Jet Jaguar, who reappeared in the most recent Singular Point anime on Netflix.
Love it.
And Megalon, which is like he's like a giant sort of cockroach sort of monster. And either of those, I will be very, very excited. I'm already very excited for this. This is fantastic. Fantastic.
This looks gorgeous too. I don't want it, but I'm gonna get it.
You're gonna have to. And what's this one?
That one is the Solo Chigokin Kiryu, which is a Mecha Godzilla. They already released it a couple years ago as an SH Monster Arts, but this is a Solo Chigokin, which is like a die-cast. Usually it's like die-cast plastic combination. It's more premium, let's say.
Okay.
They're much more fragile, I would say. They're not as pick up
this
and play.
One might be. Yeah, it's not a play. It's not like a pick up and just fill about. This is a full collection piece. It's so tempting. I hate it. I'd rather they just reissue the SH Monster Arts, to be honest.
This is it. Can I get this one? What's that one you got there, Joe?
It's Millennium.
This is the Millennium Godzilla 2000.
Okay.
So he's got the very distinctive, very long dorsal spines with the pink coloration. It's kind of his most distinct feature. But I just got this one recently. It's an older release, but this is from the film Godzilla 2000, which kicked off the Millennium era.
Yay! I can't find those pictures, man.
Let me see if I can get the other one brought up. Let me see.
What's the name of the new film, Chamba, that's coming out with Gigan?
Oh, what is the name? I'm trying to think. It's got a weird. It's like because every year they'll do like a. Not every year, like every now and then they'll do a new short. I'm losing my train of thought of what the name is supposed to be, but the new Gigan is called Gigan Rex. So I think it's just like a new version of Gigan.
That's right.
Yeah, it looks. I love that design. Love that design. So I hope they eventually make that one. That'll be tight.
Yeah, that would be great. That'd be great. I mean, the fact that we're getting some of these characters in the line, like Hedorah, like Monster X, like Showa Gigan, it's like anything is possible. Give me Anguirus, give me everything, man, all of it.
Kaiser Ghidorah.
Oh yeah, Kaiser Ghidorah. That would be insane.
I would love Jet Jaguar, the classic one. That would be bee's knees.
I agree. Once you hear the Jet Jaguar song from the original film, it sticks with you forever. For real. It's so good.
You start airboxing. It's the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's this now?
So more news should be coming out from
Max.
that show, right? This is the new Ocular Max.
It's like
one.
a short. It's a short.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, this Ocular Max, the remix.
This is the new Ocular Max. Basically, like I was saying, I like those large tapes that they've had, and now they're doing blasters. They're doing
these are
actual
size cassettes. Like,
yeah,
if you remember the cassettes from back in the day, it transforms to that exact size.
So these are more like kind of a 1/12-ish sort of scale, right? Like,
to be fair, it would be or they would work with 1/12, but in cassette form, it's 1:1.
Yeah,
1:1 to a
they
real
shrink,
cassette,
right?
Well, yeah, that's that's Transformers. It's like
yeah.
Not only is it parts formers, it's also size.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying this would be cool to like pose with, say, like some GI Joes or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Even if you're
People
not
have already
hardcore
done
into
that, in fact.
Transformers.
People have done that already, which is really cool. Ocular Max, they make great pieces. I got a couple of the RCs that they have. Yeah, this looks good too. This one
Not
would be
trying
tempting.
to lose my stuff here. But...
Ocular Max would be, the cassettes would be a good line. Like, I've seen people display these next to the Masterpiece scale, and they still do look good. That's the thing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm so jelly. That one sold out so quickly.
A whole actual cassette.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I'll show you the back.
That's
there it
awesome.
is.
That is genius.
Yeah.
So cool.
So, those of you who don't know, this is a cassette tape.
It's like Eddie Munson. This is music.
Yeah.
Well, technically, this is a toy.
These are my favorite. So I still can't find my original version from the Move that I had on display going after Optimus. So I won this off of a Facebook.
Oh, great win
thing. Yeah. And
like a raffle or waffle or whatever.
I didn't know that it was a cell shaded one. No, a dude was selling all his stuff. All of a sudden, he's like, first come, first serve if you want. And so I actually got this, and I made him a deal with those Insecticons. Oh, and I was like, oh. And then he's like, hey, man, you're the only one who said anything. So here you go. And for that price. And I was like, dude, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. If you're down. And I waited and I got it. So the only thing is, this is the cell shaded version, which means like cartoon colors. So that's why you see the gray on them.
I like that. I think it gives it kind of separates the pieces more, and you get to appreciate the actual sculpt behind it and engineering.
So, one day I'll get this transformed, but just so you guys can see, and the best part is I need to order the stickers because they sell the stickers for it to make it look like the cassette. But I mean, there it is in my hand. I mean,
with like a track listing or whatever.
It will show here like it has the tape inside.
Yeah,
and it's more of a cassette look to it.
Got it.
Yeah. They come out very clean. That's how my other one was. Nice. So that's how I know that it's super clean like that. And I was like, okay, I got to do this to this one. I just, of course, haven't had the time or the chance. So then he goes right back in, and it's in there and set just like a regular cassette, right? And I these are my go-to. So I saw this one, and now I'm like, Blaster is on sale right now. The Deformation Blaster, he's like only $70. So
that one's tempting.
I can't get it closed. I need to get it closed. All right, but that's what this is. So these are for Blaster. These are his tapes. I think the other ones are coming, I believe. But that's how they always show them off like that. That's why his box is the Blaster colors and everything, trying to show it off in that sense.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So I like these. These are about $100.
Yeah.
Usually.
They're larger.
But correct. And I feel it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So that was definitely news that came out of there. What else was there?
I'm trying to find
do you guys remember what else? Let's see, the New York Comic Con. Oh, these were the statues. Maybe it's just in the thread itself. Let me try and see here. Third-party panel slides in full, maybe.
Yeah.
And
yeah, if you could find, keep scrolling down. The ones that stood out to me. Keep scrolling. When you get to the fans toy section.
Oh, they do have a fans toys?
They should be, because they did have a pot in the panel.
These are the ones that I was looking at next, the X-Transbots ones.
They're okay, X-Transbots.
Magic Square. Oh, this just went up for pre-order today, actually.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not seeing the fans toys.
I don't have the Jazz. I need a Jazz.
Iron Factory. These are all like the smaller Legend scale.
Yeah.
Here we go. Fans toys. There's the fans toys. Boom.
Okay, here we go. So fans toys is everybody's go-to.
Look at that.
Glorious.
Yeah, there's
I love that they give two options.
That's a clean setup right there.
Yeah. It's such a smart move where the combiner parts are used as a stand. I'm like,
Yeah.
It reminds
Genius.
me of that of the Blitzway Voltron we were talking about that has
Exactly.
that display base where it has the lines all splayed out.
Think about
Very
the
cool.
actual surface space you'd need to display this, though. It'd be
This one,
ridiculous.
yeah, because
it'd be
you guys, these are
ridiculous.
masterpiece and they're very
Yeah.
large.
Yeah.
Like this is what? Like how tall is yours right there next to you, Drew, that you showed earlier?
Oh well, this is the Road King. He's
Mhm.
a very big boy.
That's just one piece.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's
Right.
just one. I'm trying to find something that like okay, here's a NECA Leonardo next to him, so you can see he's quite.
Yeah.
And he's one piece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
they're
is one
about
of
10. Like the
5.
larger ones are about 10 inches tall, give or take. So this combined form is just going to be big.
Yeah.
I love that face.
I think that's what's been delaying this so long is that the fan choice
100%.
pieces we kind of talked about before are very heavy. They're hefty, high quality pieces. So the engineering to put a combiner together with, being able to support the weight of the limbs, if they're each one of those figures, it's going to be a marvel of engineering. So I'm
This is the
sure
one I'm
that's
talking
what's
about.
taken so long. This looks
Yeah.
good too.
It's fans' toys, but it's not fans' toys.
Yeah, another robot paradise or what have you.
Yeah, this is I think
Right.
was a fantastic model or something like that. I forgot the name, but this is the one that I was referring to earlier. This is the.
You think it's fantastic model?
I think it's on the top corner. He could read it right there. I can't really see it from here on the screen.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Fantastic model. This is another offshoot of Fans Toys,
Okay.
kind of like with Robot Paradise, and they did another one before. But this is their Ultra Magnus. Looks amazing and obviously fully armored up. But the fact that it's going to come with the Core Prime, or Ultra Magnus, technically the white one,
Correct.
is awesome. Yeah, I like the battle damage face. We could see
That
the Prime
face.
helmet underneath. Yeah, it's
Yes.
genius.
The expressions are good too. Wow.
I like that you can change expression.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
So these look good.
This character gets a lot of hate, but I've always liked his design.
Look at
he was
that.
voiced by Robert Stack in the movie, who was the voice of Unsolved Mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always kind of liked him in a weird way, even though no one else seems to.
Oh, great design. Character, garbage. I know everyone's like, Hot Rod sucks. And I'm like, he was young. This guy's garbage. Anyway, lovely design. This piece looks
open.
Yeah, open. Yeah, this guy looks awesome though. This figure looks awesome.
This part right here, that's
and
amazing.
Technically, this is Fans Toys Prime. When you think about it, they've never made an Optimus Prime figure. Fans Toys. So
No.
this one would be.
That's what I'm looking at.
Classifies as technically their Prime.
It looks,
but it's not going to transform like Prime. That's the thing, though.
No.
So I'm curious to see how.
What do you think the price point's going to be?
Ooh. No,
there we go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Looks
great.
Looks
pretty clean. That is very clean.
I'm over here. White. Remember that.
I'm looking at like a piece over here. I'm like, son of a bitch.
It's going to be all white though, But they could obviously recolor that. Now, that's what I'm wondering about the transformation. Like, are they going to make it so that you can transform it? They're most likely going to make it so you have to transform it by itself like this, and then use the armor pieces to form the trailer, like as a parts former. And if that's the case, then this one is going to be essentially a Prime release when you think about it. So that's going to be
Innocent says,
small backpack.
Clean.
Innocent in the chat says such a teaser for Fans Toys Prime. So
100%, 100%, dude, 100%. Like they're looking at like the Magic Square and all that, all the other companies doing it. They're like, or even the official Masterpiece one. They're like, yeah, don't worry,
correct.
We got this. So that's dope.
New Age,
the smaller ones too. New Age.
Yeah, these are the really small ones. They're doing these ones. There's David.
There's actual David.
Yeah. They're doing the this 2-pack here.
I like this like rusted color.
Yeah, and yeah. I don't know why they always do it, or Hegemon or
Hegemon.
Uh-huh. Fans Hobbies. Do you guys like
Fans
Fans
Hobby is
Hobbies?
pretty good. These are recolors of something they already released. Like if you look at, I think it was an image. Yeah. So, yeah, this is cool. My mate's got this one here. I've handled it. It's dope. But
You like this
he had
one?
the original. Yeah, he had the original color. It's a great piece. So these are just like recolors for it, which is neat. They're like large. It's fun. It's fun to mess with. It's ridiculous. It's insane that
Here's
they're making
another
this.
one.
See, these are all the things that like Hasbro, Takara will never actually do.
Yeah.
So,
Here's that tank mode.
Look at his shoulders. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. You didn't bother transforming that at all. Even in the original design, you're like, screw it.
Just
Giant
leave it.
shoulders. Screw it.
All right, here's some MMC, some Mastermind Creations.
That's cool. Man, that car mode. Oh, they're doing that. They did a combiner as well. It's Masterpiece scale, sort of, because
Yes.
they're a little bit smaller, especially in combined mode, because they're doing it in a way where there is no add-on pieces. So
And who
the foot
is this
and
one
the
again?
hand, I forgot his actual name.
Drew,
I
do you
forgot the
remember?
official name.
I'm blanking.
Yeah, it's-
So do I. That's
there's
why.
too many. There's too many combiners and
Innocent. Do you remember this combiner? So it's these. There's also a police motorcycle.
Mhm.
Was there a
Okay.
helicopter?
Were they Combaticons? Is that it? I
No,
forget.
that's Starscream's
Oh.
team.
That's right. Ah, Protectable. Was it were they Protectable?
Oh yeah, Protectabots. Was that it?
Might be.
Or wait, Innocent says Defensor.
Defense was the combined form.
Fensor. That's what it is.
Protectobots, Defensor. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Innocent.
It is interesting though that they are doing it with the whole all-in parts,
Uh-huh.
where the foot and the hand is part of the actual bot as opposed to an additional. It's kind of a hit and miss with that, because having a parts format kind of secures better. You know what I mean? Like that foot is actually already in it. So it's interesting that they're doing it, but it's neat.
Yeah.
cool.
And masterminds aren't that expensive either. I don't
No.
think. I mean, they're
No,
okay.
not as much as Fans Toys or some of the others.
Yeah.
Fans Toys is kind of, but they're like the top tier.
Correct.
Of any, like, not even just third party, just of Masterpiece scale. They're kind of up there, better than some of the official ones. At that, it's such a weird design.
Yeah, this one is.
I mean,
This
I
guy
like
looks
the
awesome.
color separations. Yeah, this is the remix ones. This is the cassette ones.
This is the tape
Yeah,
that we
so
showed.
it's
There's a
that guy
great
that we were looking
picture.
at.
There we go. That's cool.
This is a different scale.
Nice.
See, and now I might have to get that $70 blaster just to get this. Because I have Soundwave. You can't pass that price up right now.
No, that price is great.
I literally keep looking at it every freaking day. And I'm like, oh, it's only $70. See? And then this is what they're going to be coming out with.
Because those are about like 5.5 inches tall, each of those guys, and they're
Oh, that's
awesome. As
good.
far as action figure goes, they're just proper action figures.
And I have Rumble and Frenzy too.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
So, oh, stupid.
yeah, these look great. It's annoying.
There you go. There's the front of the cassette tape. Right
That's
there.
so cool.
Yeah. All right. That was cool. Thanks, TFW 2005. Go check them out.
Yeah, totally.
They have great stuff.
They are a
Sorry,
great
I
site
used
as
your
far
stuff.
as as far as Transformers news and
Yeah.
updates.
Oh well, their TFW 2005 is constant. That's why we had to go
Yeah.
here.
Absolutely.
Like they don't
Nope.
miss it at all.
Nope.
This is what went up for pre-order today. It's 3 inches, but it's the smaller one, the Magic Square. I just like the look of it though. The articulation looked good too for being so tiny.
Yeah, that the legend scale with that they're making these days, some of it's just like super impressive. You're like, if I had known, like if I had not gotten into Masterpiece when I did, I probably would just got most of them in the legend scale.
Why is
Full-
X
full-on
Transbots
pocket.
so
Hit and miss.
so familiar? What else did they do?
They came out with a lot of pieces, to be honest.
Yeah, I like I said, I have their Scourge. They're the one who did the Scourge figure that I have.
Sometimes they're the first company to do it.
Is that
and
what
then
I'm
other
thinking?
companies.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, that was a popular figure. They did a 3-pack set of that came with like the Ghost Starscream possession accessory and a whole bunch of other stuff. So
Mhm.
I know that's one that they did. They did. They're doing the Quintessons.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah,
I
that's
have
right.
I have the Quintesson Judge from them. It doesn't transform, obviously, but it does like have a motor and light and sound effects, which is kind of neat. And the arms are all bendable and stuff. And it's sculpted and painted very well. I don't think I have much else from them that's coming to mind. Yeah, I think that may be it for me for them. But yeah, this looks like a good Devastator.
It's
And
just hard. It's hard to compete though, man. When Toy World came out with, they're like, full
Yeah.
stop, man. We're done.
Yeah.
And then to me, it's like another. Do we need another Devastator?
To be honest, in a way, sort of. Like, because if you miss that one, you're boned. And if you want a Devastator,
Yeah.
you have to pay quite a bit in the aftermarket, or you could just obviously wait for a new company to do it. And who knows? Like, I'm sure they've looked at that one. I'm sure tons of companies have looked at the Toy World one and go, all right, how can we do something that's not just a jack of this, but another alternative option.
Transform and roll out. I don't know who that is.
It's another one. There's a ton of new companies. Who knows what they were before?
Yeah,
because oftentimes they'll a company will go down, come back as a new company. Yeah, these guys were doing like the whole like G.I. Joe nostalgia thing.
Now see if this is Soundwave as the his tank.
Yeah,
like I'd have to, but it's always just drawings.
Yeah. See, to me, I'm like, how is Hasbro not
busting them?
Right. Although they did do a Bumblebee in a
and then
Jeep,
you have something like this. So
yeah,
that's just a complete. Here, if you don't want to pay 600, orders are for 150.
Yeah, I think that's the new recolor of that Unicron, right?
Yeah. What was that one called? I forgot the company.
Oh man,
it doesn't say here either.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting the name of this one. This was a lot of people's preference over the HasLab one, even though it's much smaller.
Again, that's why though. That's not a problem. When it's smaller, it's like, oh, cool. It's not awkward. I can pick up two of these, one in planet mode, one
not taking up a dresser.
Exactly.
100%.
It's not just going to be a centerpiece of the room.
Right.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
They did a first release of it, and then this a first recolor that it was like more gray, like it was more like gray and orange, and then that one, which is probably the most animation accurate version.
Looks great.
Looks really good.
Yeah, it does. But I think that was it, right? I mean,
might have been. Oh, other than like official news, the MDLX Rodimus looks awesome.
Which one's that one?
The 3-0 MDLX. Yeah, 3-0.
Oh, the one that we showed. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. That looks dope. I might get it.
You're getting that one, right?
I think I am.
Yeah. Do you do those ones, Drew, or no?
No, I don't. It's tempting just because I know 3-0's quality. I have a bunch of their Evangelion stuff, and I do like 3-0, but I've managed to stay away from that so far.
All right. So what are you waiting on next that you've ordered in this big old shopping spree?
Man,
actually, you can't wait to get. Yeah, that you can't wait to get.
Yeah, Transformer
wise.
The next big one I'm looking forward to is the one that we kind of talked about last time. Is that Jetfire?
I can't believe we haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen anything further about that one, but That
New Age dropped one
so
immediately.
excited for
The smaller scale
yeah.
comes out to like 7 inches. Those got sent out last week. And then, yeah, like I know we heard about it. We talked about it. We're super stoked about it. Okay. And then there was word like 3 days later of a fourth party coming out of doing one as well too. But then that's it. Nobody's talked about anything. And then all of a sudden New Age, which are the smaller ones that go with the Magic Square, they threw theirs out and they already have 3 different versions.
It's easy to produce those, so that's the problem.
And all white, yeah. And all they did was change all the colors. Yeah, I'm with you too. I'm waiting on the sound wave to come in. The sound waves, this fourth party one, and I want to see what it's like. You know, if it was cool, and the tapes that are going to come with it. So,
see, it's almost tempting just for the tapes, and like I could have that one in his like actual cassette, like his boombox form, and then the cassette.
Yeah, you could for such a cheaper price.
But he'd be the only one I'm doubling up on. Nah, can't accept that.
Yeah,
open up that door.
Yeah,
that's
like,
true.
The only one I've got multiples of is essentially Prime, but it's Prime.
Yeah,
it's Prime.
Well, as I sit here, and do you remember I said that too, dude? I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to do the same thing with MP10."
Yeah.
And here I am with this now Magic. I don't know what we call the Magic Square one. Is that just 2.0? Because it is different than
it's 2.0 because they labeled it as 2.0.
So I guess we could just call it 2.0 now. It's light, articulation's great. This 44 though, 5.
KO.
I already have 5.
That's
so yeah. So I had to get this one, and then I had to get the redone one with the smaller backpack where it's flat. And then I had the toy color one because they were all on sale. So that sale gets me. And then I have which would be the black one. So I just call that Scourge.
And then when Fantastic Model released their prime color version of the white Ultra Magnus, you might pick up that one too.
That looks really good. Yeah, I might.
You saw the backpack on that thing looked amazing.
Yeah, well, it looked like kind of like this one. This one, look at.
Right.
That's tiny.
That is tiny. The other one though had like a cool design to it. It even looks smaller, but we'll see. I mean, it's fans toys. Sometimes they kind of go too far with engineering, though. To be honest, fans toys.
Yeah, articulation is great. The only thing that's just so crazy is how light this thing is.
It's people think heavy, like the weight is like more quality. I'm like, not always. Sometimes they'll just use different things.
Correct.
Or like they won't have die cast.
Right.
Die cast puts a lot of weight onto something unnecessarily sometimes. So yeah, there's a lot of options.
This is my recommendation to everybody for the night is go get it. Just 2.0. Do it. Yeah. Get the 2.0. Have your Prime. Don't worry about any of the other ones anymore.
If you've got a Prime already, you don't need it, man. Come on. You've got a Prime, you don't need it.
I don't know.
Let me know when they do a Nemesis version.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, see? I would buy that immediately. I would.
I'll be honest. If they do a Nemesis of that, I would, because I don't have a Nemesis.
Okay.
That's how they'll get me.
Yeah. So I would. You're right, Drew. I would too. I want that, and I would do it because I'm like you. I have more Decepticons than anything. I barely have any Autobots.
I got them.
It's just always my go-to. How many Megatrons do you have?
I just have the MP36. I don't need any other Megatrons. It's like it's basically perfect.
It's kind of if you don't have that one, and if you have the KO version of that, which is the improved joint version, then you're good either way. But that's kind of that mold is kind of it.
Yeah. 100%.
I have the KO, and sitting back there is the cell shaded version of him and Optimus. So I'm like, yes, because I love cell shaded, and I never got my sound wave in cell shade, so that sucked. But
have you transformed it, Ernie?
No, and I want to someday.
It's a big gun.
I know. And do you know I've thought about, because I've seen them on sale for like $65 to $70 before, and I've thought about buying it just so I can have
a gun mode,
transform mega. Yes.
Yeah. He transforms into a shockingly realistic looking gun. Like it looks.
It is bigger though. It's bigger though. Like it's slightly upscaled because you can't do just a 1-to-1.
If I see one of those flash sales again, I might have to where they go
keep it in gun mode.
That. Yeah, just to have in gun mode.
Mhm,
Because I've wanted to, but then I
Mhm.
feel, Drew, like that of saying it's Masterpiece and I don't have a second one of that version. So if something snaps or goes wrong, I'd be devastated. Just be like,
But like
oh,
at least having it
no.
in gun mode, it saves you from having to transform the one that you already have back and forth. You know what
correct. Yeah.
I mean? You just keep one in
My
gun
other one
mode.
is my other favorite next to Soundwave is Shockwave. So, what's your guys'
Yeah.
go-to Shockwave? Because I don't have
know.
one yet.
I don't have a Shockwave.
You don't have a Shockwave?
No. I love
I have-
Shockwave. I don't have
Yeah.
one.
I have the Masterpiece one, and it's pretty good. I hear
Yeah,
that the Fans Toys one is better.
The Quake Wave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that one. I haven't handled it. I haven't compared them personally, so I don't know.
I've handled that one. That one's good. I've handled both of them.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
This is
Although,
a Quake Wave.
To be fair, the Masterpiece one, it's almost a little too clean.
The
Yeah.
mas-
I mean,
the Hasbro Masterpiece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a simplified version of the design. This is a little bit busier, but they're
Yes.
both good figures.
Oh no doubt. Good
So
stuff.
this
though.
is all. And I have a couple of Quake Waves. So
Look at that.
they did I got them when they were on sale a long time
They
ago.
did a couple of
which-
recolors as well, like the dark.
Yes, when Fans Toys
was
wasn't expensive. And so
Mhm.
I have the clear and that darker purple one, and then this one.
Nice.
And then I'm a sucker for those stickers. So then one day I labeled it all and everything. But yeah, and I think my light doesn't work anymore. But his lights up too. So
That's good stuff.
yeah, those are my go-to. So then okay, cool. If you guys agree with Quake Wave, then I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, no, I don't think any
I have the
other company's
Masterpiece
made
though,
one.
but it's boxed up somewhere. I never even opened it.
Either way, you've got both of them, so it's not like you're.
Yeah, right.
Can't go wrong either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's it, man, for tonight. I think we're good on some Transformers talk. Thank you, guys. I needed
All
to
right,
get that
thank
out
you.
of my system.
Yeah.
Wanted to show these off and talk about it all and everything. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Drew, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at the Toy Box of Doom, just like it appears here, and on the Toy Migos and Enablers Discords, where I am frequently in the Toy Talks nightly with Chamba, our friend Joseph Joe Kerr, the Hound, the whole crew. It's a lot of fun. You should come hang out.
Awesome, for sure. I have the link in my description down there.
Nice. Hit the
So
link.
check it
Hit
out.
the link.
Yeah,
Join the chat.
for sure. And Chamba, how about you?
You can find me at the Chamba on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me in the Discord. You can find me in They're Not Dolls tomorrow, and also Chat Megas Assemble on Tuesdays.
300 episodes
300.
tomorrow.
I know, 300 tomorrow. Join us.
300
Join
tomorrow.
us. That's
Yes.
wild. That's wild.
That's what I was gonna say. Tomorrow night, 8
You guys
p.m.
ready? Are you guys ready?
Toy Migos. They're not dolls. Drew's giving away masterpieces.
Yep. all he's gonna give away all of his Monster Arts collections. He's
Yeah.
gonna give away.
his monster art. It's gonna be crazy show.
He's gonna just cull his collection, start from scratch.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So
But that
yeah,
should be a good one
tomorrow
Mhm.
300. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
dude.
great show.
And
Definitely
he's
show
gonna
up.
dress up as Soundwave. It's gonna be great,
Oh, I want that helmet so bad.
dude. Yes,
I missed it. The GameStop one.
Yeah.
Yo, if anybody's listening to this and you have a hookup at your GameStop, let me know, because it hasn't been up and none of my stores received any.
I ain't never seen
So
one in
I've seen the
person.
Megatron one. I don't want that one. I want the Soundwave helmet. So
Did they make a Starscream one? They should.
no, they have the Optimus, the Megatron, and Soundwave.
Mm.
I did
Yeah.
see that giant Unicron Funko Pop at GameStop the other day. I almost got it, but it's just too big and silly. I already have the HasLab.
Which one? I didn't know they had a giant one. Really?
Yeah, there's a big Unicron Funko Pop. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I have the Soundwave, of course.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. That one's
They
cool.
should do
and it comes with
Unicron
tapes.
Planet Mode Funko Pop. So it's just a
That
planet. That would be
yeah,
great.
because that would be
People
a great
would buy
prop.
that. Yes, people would just
it'd
buy
be a
that
great
just for a
prop to
prop.
use.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they really should. It would sell. It's not like it wouldn't. Cheney sitting at the dining table and recording the show. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. 300 tomorrow night, guys. Toy Migos. Links down there too. If you don't even know what we're talking about, they're not dolls tomorrow. Coming up in 30 minutes, join me with the Sarlacc Digest as we break down the latest episode of Andor, which I got to go finish the last 10 minutes.
I'm so behind.
Yeah, it's a great show, man. I know. I like it a lot.
I'm watching it in like little segments
together.
Because I know it's like almost like a 3-part act every now and then. So
you know what? You're right.
Until they,
you're absolutely right. Yeah. It is almost broken up in 3 parts.
It works better that way. So I'm like, I'll do it that way.
How about you, Drew? You been watching Andor or no?
I have not watched it yet. I've kind of just been waiting for all the episodes so I can just.
You're going to do that. Yeah. See, I've heard that a lot.
It's smarter too, though.
That's where it is with everybody. Either you're all in, and I mentioned that before too because numbers weren't coming out great on it. And I was like, they got to realize there's a lot of people, though, who wait now. They do what I call the Netflix thing, and they watch it all when it's done. And they'd rather do that than wait each week. So I really don't think you can gauge numbers until it's completely over.
Plus
and then, like, if you gave it
good
a week, it's really good.
It
really is.
Show. And that's why I'm like, no, I don't want to just... Waiting these days is kind of annoying too because it's like I want to know what's happening already, so I'll wait until it's completely done.
That's pretty good. The 3 at a time, that's good.
3 at a time.
Cool
it's been working so far, so I'm digging it.
All right, so guys, that's it. Kevin's on vacation, so Boba Squadron is also off right now until he comes back. But don't forget Chat Migos on Tuesday at Chat Migos assemble at 5:30 or 5:15? 5:15. And then you can check out Yoko on Twitch with her stream. That's at around 7 p.m. And then Wednesday night, me, 5:30, right here, anytime after 5:30. And then Sarlacc Digest at 8. And on Thursday, Kevin's got Toying Around at 6. And then They're Not Dolls at 8:15. 8:15. Yes. And then what else do we got? I need to come back, me and Evil Diva, with some How We Do Disney, especially right now since we just went through the Halloween stuff and the Christmas stuff is hitting, which is my favorite. So got to get into that. So we will have an episode here on a Saturday of How We Do Disney. And then on Sundays is Paul with Fun Boxing Sundays when he can. He's in the middle of moving and stuff too. But go support everybody. Go support everything. You guys check it out. I have all the links down below, everything that you need. Thank you for all the sponsors and everybody who helps out. And you, Federation, for being here. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Woo! Or in a little bit. Whatever you want. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the one and only Fallen Fett. Welcome to another episode of They're Not Dolls with the Toy Migos. You know who I am. You know the guys. You know what time it is. It's time to rip into it. Tonight's Rip Into It is sponsored by D. Blake Makes Shake and Make. I got the brand new G.I. Joe Blue Ninjas. There's your side art. Oh, that is a lot of accessories. Oh no. Oh, what was that? Blue Ninjas. Fancy. Oh, Blue Ninja's accessory box. Yeah! Premature rip. Oh, and I'm done. Cramp. We got swords and a bow. I only got one head.
So no head?
Okay, because I can't take them out of the packaging. I'm just going to put it like that. It's the best we're going to do. We're going to fake it, as always. I love these. I mean, that was a whole specific reason. Not only getting the female ninja, but because of these alternates. That was it. Get yours now on HasbroPulse.com.